So, good morning, friends, and welcome everybody in today's Mastermind sessions. Without taking much time, let me introduce our today's guest. He is none other than our very own Dr. Subramanyam Sir. As today he is going to share his own journey. So I'll not take much time, speaking about him because it would be always great to hear from the person's journey from his own, right? So without taking much time, friends, let's welcome Subramanyam sir. Subramanyam sir, over to you.
Good morning, friends, once again. Because thank you for a nice introduction, Amitji. Because most of the people we know, they know my story, but we're able to see my journey since childhood, how we could able to reach this place. So start with because I'm born in 11th August 1963. So now almost close to now 60 years. So I born in a place called Venkatagiri. Venkatagiri is famous for saris. Saris, that is my mother's place. But brought up in Tambalapalli, it is in Chittoor district. Is a small village. So where I have studied almost 15 years. So that is from up to 10th class. Up to 10th class, studied in a local school. So in the so only in Telugu medium, because at that time all government schools.
Sir, you can share your PPT if you want.
So then. So could you able to see the screen now? Yeah. So Venkatagiri is famous for handloom sarees. Brought up in a Tambalapalli, a small village in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh. Studied 1 to 5th, that is in government elementary school, and so learned only ABC only after 6th. 6th to 10th again in a JP high school, this is same village. So 1978 to 80 intermediate, that because there is no college in my village, so we shifted. So my family shifted to Madanapalli just for my college purpose, and got in 80 to 84 we take chemical engineering from Sri Venkateswara University College of Engineering, that is in Tirupati. So this is in the beginning. So just let me share my initial school days. So school, particularly the being a small village. So at that time there no convent, nothing. So entire education was in Telugu medium, and I was though I was little most of the time I was a class first in most of the classes, and I was the school days, because very rarely I was never having a chappals. Since the entire almost up to 10th class, I was not having chappal. Whenever my father got me some chappal, so because I used to forget when I take to school में बाहर छोड़ते थे और I used to forget. So that was the days, because when you continuously wear it, at least you remember that you are having a chappal. But whenever I get a new chappal, but I used to lose it. So that's why most of the time I was not having even chappal during that time. And also in the school days, no breakfast, because particularly we are in the agriculture family. So that ragi, we call ragi sangati. Ragi sangati we used to prepare for the laborers, so who works for in our land. So the most of the time, whenever we get a only breakfast when there is a guest in my house. When the guest comes, so I always pray for give guest. We get some early morning breakfast. So that was the situation in the school days, and my duty was to give coffee to my grandmother. So शाम को school हो जाता है. So I used to go to my our field, agricultural field, and give my coffee in the flask to my grandmother. Oh, she was most of the when there is a groundnut harvesting season, so she used to stay there on the field. So almost 2 kilometers I used to walk in the evening, go there and give it to her. So that was a routine. And again in the school days, so we were I was particular eighth and ninth and 10th. So ninth and 10th class bus. So I used to go to the bus, collect it, and distribute. For that I used to get some 20 rupees as a pocket money. But that is I used to go to the local market and used to sell vegetables. Of course, those vegetables are grown by us only. We used to grow carrot and mooli. Used to grow, and those things every Monday. Every Monday. For that, because being a public exam, my headmaster used to tell, now only cannot go because you are having public exam, I won't allow. But even then, we convinced him that I will able to cover up the studies. So that was one of the some of the things I used to remember. And 1880 onwards, we went to uh, college. Because first there is a college was beside the famous college. So and most of the time I again as it was first time I was joining in a English medium college. That is studies were in English medium. I could not able to cope up initially. So for all the subjects, I used to go for a tuition. All the subjects, including English, I used to go for a tuition. So that was the thing. And in the school days, I was good at ball badminton. Every time milta hai, we used to play ball badminton, and even went for some inter-college tournaments. So in the I was first in the seventh class, because seventh class and 10th class was the only public exams. So for 10th, seventh class, I was a class first. So I used to get some small scholarship from that was not from government. Somebody the village Jamindar. There is a called Jamindars in our village. So they sponsored some 250 rupees per year. So that I got for 3 4 years. Of course, later now I am sponsoring some 4 scholarships for 2000 to all 10th class toppers in my village and the name of my parents. That is the gratitude I want to give to my school where I studied there. And of course, there is After college, intermediate, my journey is I got a admission in chemical engineering. That 8084, my batch was chemical engineering, but my father wanted to go for a civil engineering because he knows only civil engineering, because chemical engineering very people knows. So because my rank was not good, so last admissions they gave me only in chemical engineering. And but one condition, I because at that time I cannot able to talk to directly principal, so my father asked him whether he can able to get a civil engineering seat. He said in case he performs well in the first year, because first year was common for all the branches, first year was common. So he said in case he performs well in the first year, so they may think of shifting to civil engineering. But I don't know, afterwards the rules changed. They said even I got some good marks, but they didn't bother to shift me to civil engineering. And in fact, I feel, so whatever is a destiny, chemical engineering, I feel now it is better having a continued with chemical engineering. I think it is a good thing, I feel. So then, once I completed engineering, I was first got, in fact, the 84 my batch, but because of some strike in the college, my one semester we lost. So we were only in the 84 December, because supposed to come out at May, June, but December was the we were there in the college, and afterwards, so in fact in first year, in fact I struggled to get a job, so almost I lost almost 1 year. So 1 year, almost 86 years, continuously struggling to, because I was all my classmates, they got either MTech or jobs, but I could not go, I could not get. I was continuously trying. But in finally in 86 March, I got a call from Fertilizer Cost of India, because I gave some 6 months back exam. But finally there is an interview in Delhi, and but again it kept it pending. So later in 86, I got a call that I was appointed as a for a JET, that is a JET, Junior Executive Trainee in Fertilizer Cost of India, Sindri. In fact, at that time is Bihar, now it is Jharkhand. So the moment I joined again Bihar and Jharkhand, that place. So Sindri is very close to Dhanbad. So even if you see the Sindri is close to Dhanbad, and in fact it is taken some 2 years, 2 days to even to reach that place from my place, because from my place from Madanapalli to I used to go to either Gudur, from there to catch a train. Mostly that train was Bokaro, Alleppey Bokaro used to catch. That was only train, or we had to go via Calcutta. Kolkata used to go. So that was so since the day when I joined, so I was thinking of how to leave that company, because very far, and also at that time itself that company was under loss. So that was a first public sector in India. First public sector in India started in 1945, when there is a famine in West Bengal. So the British government started, but actually commissioned in 1951. So they have a history, but but that company, most of the people are very old. So people are asking me why you have come this company. So they even people I always used to tell me this is not good company. Please try elsewhere. So I keep on again trying, and gave some interviews, IOCL, ONGC, but I could not break through, though I able to clear the exams, But in the interview, I used to fail interviews, most of the interviews, because my English was very poor. My English was because in the village background. And during the process of leaving, so I got one interview in Hyderabad, so that I came with all certificates, the all original certificate. I attended interview. While again going back, so from Hyderabad I went to Vijayawada. Vijayawada I again taken a train without reservation. Without reservation, I catch a train to Sindri back. So I was traveling in Alapi Dhanbad train. Sorry, now earlier it was only up to Bokaro. Later extended up to Dhanbad. So when I got up in Ranchi, when I got up in Ranchi, I found my suitcase was missing. I lost all my suitcase, all my certificates. That was again a bad experience. So Ranch, because I don't know, maybe because I was awake up till Rourkela. Rourkela, thik tha, it was there with my in my below my head. So in the night time when I got up at Ranchi, I lost, and I was only having a lungi. With lungi, and people told me if I get up at Ranchi, even I didn't have money to go to Dhanbad and to Sindri. So they said at least that the train is going, you continue and give a police complaint. So I went actually in the Ranchi, I went to railway protection force to lodge a complaint, but that the train was moving. They said, no, you have it in money, so at least you go in the same train and give a complaint at Sindri as if you lost there and you train. But it took almost 2 years for me. It took almost 2 years to get back all my my certificates. If you see now, all my certificates, there is a stamp, duplicate stamp. Either it 10th class, intermediate, or engineering, all the even mark sheets. Because each semester there is a mark sheet. So all these semesters there is a, now you can see the the duplicate stamp. So that so later I gave again exam for NPC. Luckily I got selected again. He got interview in Delhi, went there, and somehow so they got the and they promised I will be taking they will get training. So they will be training for 2 years, and they will be giving a certificate also, PG course in energy management, and later on they will be observing as assistant director. So that too, the training was in Chennai. So that was the reason why though I was appointed as assistant engineer in technical services division, technical services in Sindri. But after getting NPC, I thought there is a time to leave that place, because Chennai will be my closer to my native. So that I left, and so the NPC was offering some 2000, whereas I was getting more than that when I assistant engineer. I was getting more, but even then I left. I left in Sindri in 88. Just I was there 2 years at Sindri, most of the time training, and afterwards appointed as an assistant engineer. But even then I left, and I think that was one of the breakthrough in my career. And so fertilizer, of course, the PG course, 88 to 92 year PG course, National Political Council offered, and afterwards again the moment came for posting. So moment came for posting. There was a I preferred they gave choice, but I gave first choice at Hyderabad, but they posted me at Ahmedabad, the Ahmedabad. So that is again 1990 to 94 as assistant director. They posted, in the energy management division. There is a so energy management division again since the beginning, since starting again used to do auditing and training programs. And so my journey again in Ahmedabad, that's when I was in Ahmedabad. I got married in 24th May 1991. So that was the in Ahmedabad. So from in Ahmedabad, I was comfortable in the sense, Ahmedabad, nice place, and people are very cooperative. So, in fact, bachelor journey, we taken a separate house, and there is a we used to cook food, and it was going. But after getting marriage again, I don't know. Though I applied long back, but there was a vacancy, because the vacancy happened because one of my batchmate resigned in Hyderabad. So they said, if you are interested, we can able to post you on a request transfer. Not because they don't want to give the all the transfer benefits. They said, if you want to go to Hyderabad, you have to go on our own. But yeah, I thought it is okay, it's fine to go to Hyderabad. And after coming to Hyderabad, again, in 94, I shifted. So there is again in 94, I got promotion. So I shifted in somewhere in August, and again, this is September 1. After 1 month, I got a promotion as a deputy director in Hyderabad. But see, in the government, almost all since 94, I got first promotion. Almost till 2007. 2007, I was almost in the same post, almost the same post, almost 13, 14 years. So 13, 14 years, I was in the same post. So I thought it is not worth not getting a promotion, and so that was some frustration, and not happy. And also many of my classmates, many of my colleagues, other branches, because there is a different branches in Ahmedabad, in the NPC, there is industrial engineering, plant engineering, and environment. So I was in energy. So all of my other colleagues are getting good posts, or they are going to US. So I thought, I also think of shifting. So I keep on trying for other jobs, but and also even there is a when competition was published. So that is a World Bank competition. So World Bank competition. So World Bank, there is a one competition in the sense they. I was one of the finalists on a topic called lighting lives with LED lamps. So that was in 2005. So 2005, many people don't know about LED. So I published one. I sent one. How we can able to light up and save energy. So that was selected and was invited to Washington. So we got tickets, free tickets, air tickets to Washington. But then for that I went to, because at that time Hyderabad there is no consulate, US consulate. Only Chennai was the consulate. So I went for US consulate for the visa interview. Unfortunately, it was I didn't get it. So so it was a big upset. So I could not able to make it. So I rejected the first way for first time. Again later on keep on trying. So another thought, why can't, because other people are going to even for higher studies, because since many people, one of my classmates went to US and got settled. But I thought even 2007 again, by that time I was almost 45 years. So again, I gave TOEFL, GRE, of course, not much good score, but cleared them and applied for two universities in US. and Ohio University gave me admission along with the scholarship. Maybe they thought with experience it may be useful for them. So they gave a admission, but again went to same US consulate because for the US interview. Again, maybe they might have thought this fellow keep on trying for years and all. At the age of 45, he's trying me something he wants to settle. Maybe that is the reason again it is rejected. So second time also I rejected 2 times. So that was then uh, local one company, the Zenith Energy, they said they were trying for some experienced people. So they approached me. So without interview, there is nothing interview, nothing. They said we want a people. So if you are interested, they can join. So at the time I was getting some around 50,000 rupees in NPC monthly. These people offered around 75, almost a 50% hike. Say I thought okay. Because anyway, I'm doing continuously energy audit means continuous touring. So almost 10 to 15 days touring, same job I am going. So there they said I will be head of the energy and the CDM division. So I shifted there because though it is a little far away from my house, being a private company, I thought okay, let me try. So in 2007 September, I resigned and I joined that company. And I was there only for 1 year. 1 year again, the problem was because we have almost 20 years in a government company. And when we went to, I joined that private company. So almost every week there is a review. Every week there is a review. Every week they used to see what is my progress, because even the subject was little different. Because CDM, that was a clean development mechanism, climate change. So those things were at that time because of Kyoto Protocol, and 2007 is a peak. So people are getting some carbon credits. So because my energy background, they thought I will be the right person. But initially, I took some training in Bangalore. For that, they sent me there, and little to understand the process, to understand to write a PDD. There is a design document you have to write, and we have to submit. So those things it little new to me. So again, I was not comfortable. So I thought. Um, uh, by that time I was a certified energy auditor, and also accredited energy auditor of Bureau of Energy Efficiency. They thought let me come out. So let me come out in 2008. I resigned just exactly 1 year. In exactly 1 year, I was there with the private company Zenith Energy, and I started my own company. Initially, I was we took care because it is a very tough decision to again resign a regular job and going for a own, either own or option was either to go for a other job, or start to my own company. So this is a toughest decision, and all my family members, particularly my father-in-law, parents were not agreeing, to start a company. So, but I convinced them. Let me, by resigning NPC, I got some 13 lakhs as a PF and also gratuity. I got 13 lakhs. So I said, okay, I have some money, because in that because you start a company also, we need some infrastructure. So initial infrastructure was I bought some 4 5 laptops, and I recruited around 3 people along with myself. So 4 people we started in a private premises. So I rented a place we taken, and also we spent some minimum, because the energy audit also, because I know only energy audit at that time. So, and also that was there is again a CDM also, there is a boom. maybe let me take some carbon credits assignment. So initially we struggled in the sense we invested so almost at 10 lakhs, almost 10 lakhs invested in the infrastructure and some instruments. My first turnover, because turnover only 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs only first turnover in my company, and we were struggling to continue. So again, the second year, so at that time, whoever calls me, some because there is some interest in clean development mechanism. Energy was not many people are not asking, but for the carbon credits. So carbon credits, people want to get revenue through out of carbon. So I used to visit almost every day. Used to visit one company. Every day used to visit one company, give presentation, and give proposal. So again, many private companies they may again prefer some other company because I was new. So every day they used to ask. So where you got carbon credits? So background experience. I said I didn't have. I was working on another company. There I used to. That company got registered for almost 100 units they got the carbon credits. So startup, nobody wants to believe or nobody wants to take risk. So very hardly we got one or two assignments. Only one Bangalore one I got one assignment, and another local we got in one of these rice mill. They want to got carbon credits, but I didn't never took up. When Bangalore assignment also we almost all everything we submitted, still it is was a struggle. So could not able to even register. So the owner who gave that assignment, he was in US. So he every time he used to call and tell what is the progress. So we struggled to even complete all the correspondence with the unit triple C and all. So finally we could not complete it, but luckily at that time again the government made a mandatory energy audits got mandatory. So they were asked us to do energy audits for energy intensive industries. So that gave a boost, and we started registering for different sectors like power sector. Because most of the NPC, most of my experience was in power sector and cement. So I was and also some NTPC used to do. Because of my old contacts in NTPC, we used to write all the people, so we can able to get some energy audit. So those things, and also apart from energy audit, I thought it is better to go for some water audits. So water audits also we bought some instruments and started offering services in energy management, water audit, those things. And so finally, slowly we uh, and started getting orders, and from some 8 lakhs. So in the second year, almost 50 lakhs, then third year around 60 lakhs. So initially the 3 years was a struggle. Those 3 years was a struggle to even some in between. My father-in-law, every time he used to make fun of me. He says, I don't know how much is your profit. So every time he comes, because he stays very close, hardly 2 minutes walk. So my every day morning comes, even sometimes he's after his retirement, he used to come and sit in my office. He says, what is the how much if you have continued in the same NPC, how much would have been your salary? So those things every time he used to pass comments. So what is finally uh, continued. And my company name, because when I want to start my company in 2008, so we gave 4 names. We gave 4 names to ROC, that is a register of companies. So the one of the name was Siri Exergy and Carbon Advisory, because I was addition to energy, we want to start carbon related. So so Siri is why Siri is Sirisha is my wife's name. So we started my company. And people said, why it is so much a big company, Siri, Exergy, and Carbon. Another name is people know about energy, but people doesn't know about Exergy. So Exergy is again a dictionary word. So there are different energies. So like wind, solar, thermal, electrical, so many types of energy. So there is a biogas. So analysis of energy called Exergy. So that was the one of my project work in NPC. So I thought that is a new term. So based on this, I called Exergy. But sometimes I may Exergy, whenever we used to get some of the checks in my company name, so they will write as energy. So check आएगा energy, so उसको deposit करने में we used to lot of problem. Sometimes you have to send it back to correction. So that has some problems with having a new term, Exergy. So this is a starting struggle. So whenever, so now we have a sufficiently now almost all after running almost now 2008. So 2008 to 22. So now we have almost all say 14 years. In 14 years now my company strength has increased to now almost 22 people now. I am giving employment to 22. So that was one of the I can say proudly say we are offering employment. Another big asset is my wife also, though she is only +2 when they got married. Afterwards, she did her degree, later on B.Ed, then even MBA she did. In fact, I am only B.Tech. So, but whereas she is MBA, so she supports me in the business to take care of particular finance, all because we most of the time we are touring. So she takes giving advance and also settling all our TA bills. So and also nowadays we have a lot of even filing. So we have to file a TDS payment, then we have a PF payment, all the payments. Then the GST you have to file. So all those things she takes care of. So whenever, particularly because as a audit, we have to go visit so many companies we used to go and meet. So whenever we see some of the corporate offices, so I used to even, that was even in Ahmedabad, because at that time there is no mandatory requirement to go for energy audit. Even the small companies also some sponsored programs. So yes, as that MSME means earlier it called SISI, Small Industry Service Institute. Through they sponsor some studies. So we used to go for some energy audit of a cup and saucer company. Some used to go for even bread making company. Though they are small, tiny industries, but those owners they enjoy so much of command, and their offices are good. I thought, why can't these small people can able to start a company and able to run? So why can't I can able to? So that was since the beginning I have a dream. So having a own office, own building. So though initially we started a private building, a rented building. So in 2010, so I constructed two more floors in my own building. So this is my new office. So Siri Exergy, you can see Siri Exergy. It is a with a board. Of course, it is a house come residence. So now again, this is my cabin. This is my cabin in this second floor. So again, another thing is whenever we meet people, offices, so they were having very good cabins, very good woodwork and all. They were good office. You can even see. So again, there is a feeling. So my office, I cannot even invite to my many people. Suppose somebody wants to come to, somebody says, no, I want to come and meet you for energy audit or carbon credit, or even solar energy, those things. So I feel guilty because I cannot able to offer a good conference hall or something. So that was another reason. So later So we again made some changes in the office. So we have now, this is the my office where we made a modular office. So modular cabins, and so we, this is my conference hall, because during the COVID period, we thought, because there was many programs, many training, because in COVID earlier we used to conduct training programs in the hotels. So hotels was a sponsored, self-sponsored programs. But instead of having a office, they going to hotel, why can't have a small, in my office itself, training programs? So in that thinking that I made some investment for the big conference hall, then some minor, you can see the with big TV, because the training programs, big TV, so 65-inch TV we bought. But after, unfortunately, not even a single training program came after this, because of COVID. Even we could not do even in a hotel, because people now don't want to spend for, earlier we used to charge 10,000, 12,000 for a 3-day program. Nowadays, people are not going to, because of COVID. One way it is, people are accustomed to online programs. Online program, that too, even if you charge even 300 rupees, people are not coming. So of course, the conference now, I can proudly say, we can able to conduct programs, or we can able to invite people, so that we can have a comfortable, in the sense, proudly say, yes, sir. So the part of the journey in NPC, because they also is associated with the APO, Asian Port Organization, the head office in Tokyo. So they used to invite for training programs. So I went as in Tokyo, Japan. I went for 15 days. So 15 days as a management consultancy, under the management consultancy. So I went, and they sent for Japan. And later one more program, the productivity in Jakarta, the Indonesia. They sent the two places I visited in the part of NPC. So later, when I resigned and started my own company, because of old contacts, and I could able to get some after in Indonesia I went twice, because the carbon credits they wanted. So I went to Surabaya, one place called Surabaya, and also Riau. So Riau has the world largest paper plant. So they invited, and so went in Indonesia twice. Then again one more Ballarpur paper. They have one company, one unit in Malaysia, at Kota Kinabalu. Many people know Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia, whereas Kota Kinabalu is almost a 2 hours flight from Kuala Lumpur. So again, they went twice to Malaysia. Then like that, so people are submitted some papers. So I used to write to papers, and they invite Colombo also, like that. Colombo, Sri Lanka, they productivity improvement in and getting carbon credits in the industries. So that paper was selected, they invited. So then another Tehran, of course, Tehran also as a faculty went to Iran. Of course, this is also through NPC. So these are like that. The Muscat went, and Cambodia thrice. Cambodia thrice I went, and again Vietnam on ISO 50001. ISO 50000, that is energy management systems. They invited. In fact, Lahore, I was a 15 days. I went as a faculty again on energy management systems for a training. Of course, I want to tell it, because again here also my visa rejected twice for Lahore. So till last moment, because my flight also everything is booked, but we had to go to consulate only in Delhi. Consulate Delhi, flight was in the evening around 7 o'clock. Even 5 o'clock also you are at the their consulate. Even 5 o'clock they said they cannot give the visa to Pakistan. So again later I don't know, they second time they again applied and they finally invited. Though it is through their government, their government invited. Even then they rejected. Afterwards, through again APO, that is Asian Poverty Organization, was the main sponsor for this program. So they intervened and finally got the visa to Pakistan. And I was there for 15 days. In fact, um, I didn't find much difference because India and Pakistan, that too, Lahore was like Hyderabad, all old city. Where if you see old city in Hyderabad, Charminar and all, so it all looks similar. Almost a similar language is similar. Almost looked like Hyderabadi Urdu, and food was similar. So that was my experience with Pakistan. Of course, Nepal also went almost twice or thrice went as a faculty, and also we did some studies there. In Saudi Arabia was again some in 2014. I think 2014 I went for 1 month, but of course this is not through my company. Somebody asked my services, so I said, okay, we'll come. Of course, another is Dubai. Somebody said a lot of opportunity for energy, so why can't you come and explore? So, and Dubai and Bahrain, I clubbed it. Dubai and Bahrain, I clubbed it. I went, but problem we through some other, because we can't know not much of a contacts there. So went through some other some other company, local company, and we gave so many proposals. I went to different companies and made a proposal. They said, how much they guarantee energy savings? So I said, well, maybe 5 to 10% we can able to guarantee, though whatever depending on their performance. But only nothing turn up. Though we gave proposals, but nothing turn up. And but both the places, Dubai and Bahrain. And again, I went as a one of the delegate. So delegate, and of course it is a paid program. Entire thing we paid. Ivory Coast, Africa. They said a lot of opportunities in Africa. Ivory Coast. It is West Africa. West Africa next to Ghana. So we were there as a delegates. So we are part of the different. I think we have more than 12 people went. So 12 people went. So I said I can able to offer an energy. Somebody said he can able to even construct some manufacturing division there. Somebody said they will offer in godowns like that. They were different people. So we went as, but again gave presentations. What is our credibility, or how much? What are the things we can able to do there? So of course, even then only nothing came out. So the last year during COVID, so we went to Egypt. So Egypt again through contact from Reliance, because we did some audits for Reliance Hazira and Dahej in Gujarat. So based on their experience, so there some ex Reliance people are there in Egypt. So they said, I can able to do audit for us. So that agreed, and that was in 2001. 2001 we went to Egypt, and of course, USA was my long dream. I said already 2 times my visa was rejected. So a dream was to visit USA, and third time because my daughter was there in US. She went for MS. So for her graduation, so graduation function, she invited. So with that letter, we went to again for a third time. So I was not sure whether I'll get a visa or not, but luckily, so third time, they thought by that time I was almost 57 or 50, 56, 56 or 57. They thought this old fellow cannot settle there. So they gave a visa for 10 years. So they gave a visa in, and I think they gave 2000, sorry, 2018. So we got a visa in 2018. but I could not able to. In 2021, we booked tickets. We booked tickets for years, but our unfortunate because of COVID, all flights cancelled, and so again visit was cancelled. Visit was could not able to go, and still I am struggling to get back my that money. So we spent almost 3 lakhs for my wife, myself, and my mother-in-law. We booked tickets, so that money still I am struggling to get back. And recently we went to US in May, and that dream was fulfilled. So this is uh, sometimes we think it's very easy, but many struggles. Even in some of my credentials, because to do energy audit, we need to be a certified energy auditor, and later we should have a accreditation. So that accreditation also I got, and I was one of the topper in that exam. In 2004 was the first exam, so I was one of the topper in the top 10. In the top 10, I was one of them. And later, either in NPC, myself and my company, we could able to do almost 600 energy audits so far. 600 energy audits, almost all sectors. You name the sector, we have done the energy audits. And so when I came out, so we used to apply for different awards, and since we 2007 onwards, we are getting awards. So so far we got almost 8 times uh, either best energy auditor award or best energy audit company. So they are different. We can able to apply as an individual, as a company. So both the times we got 10 times, and also one of the ISO 50001. It is like a um, typical to ISO 9000, right? The quality systems or environment system. So energy also there is a energy management lead auditor. So this is again I'm a lead auditor. So another one I was again green buildings. So green buildings also have certification, but again green building also that certification you can see the certificate, the green building certification. Yeah, this is a IGBC. It is a Indian Green Building Council, a Green Building Council. So this exam again, you can say it is like a typical like an online exam, but pass mark is 85. 85. Even if you get 84, also fail. But even I failed once. Even I got only 84, 1 mark less. So 84, I failed again. Second time I gave and cleared this. So that is in green building. So other I think is like a carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is a certification. We did some course. This is ISO 50001 rewriter course. These are the things. So this is my one of the management consultants in Japan. These are my certifications. And some part of the journey we publish some papers in different magazines, because it is a promotion. So mostly these all things happened only after only in NPC, only 1 or 2 places we published, because we have to promote, being in a private company, being a starting company. So to promote myself, so whenever I get time, I used to write some article or publish it, and so different magazines. So mostly in energy and book. So one of the book we published, in the sense, not my company name, it is energy efficiency in pharma sector. So for this also there is a tender. So tender we participated, but of course it is only 55,000 rupees. Just for 55,000 rupees, we compiled all the whatever knowledge we have in pharma sector, and different chapters we prepared, and I gave, and those people, PPCI, Petroleum Conservation Association, so they published. But unfortunate, what fortunate, so they may not even mention only my name, G Subramanyam CDXSG is they thanking for supporting. So only one sentence, entire book is written by us, but only in the acknowledgement, so they given one small sentence. So I thought this is not worth this is not worth writing to helping others. And I thought maybe we can able to publish. We could have published myself. I could have published myself. So now, now next goal next goal was to future goal was to write the publish a book. That already title we so this is a during COVID. So COVID, so there is not much of activity. So most of the time lockdown. So we were come across with MMC. So Miracle Morning Club. So I was since the beginning. I was one of the active member and also taking an interest. So this Miracle Morning Club gave like a boost to, because we are in the same field of training. So it gave to how to conduct online programs, and also to make a prepare a goal, set up a goal. So the goal was so maybe part thanks to Amit for even the wealth side financial goals. So so of course I have a house, but my dream was to have a dream house, maybe in future dream house. My dream car is a Jaguar, so Black Beauty, because though I have a small no Renault car, but my dream was, of course, maybe in another 2 3 years we will see how can able to get it done. This book was, of course, long back we did, and that we gave a target as July 2021, but I could not complete, and afterwards we went to US again. It got stopped. So right, so some chapters are ready, and now maybe I'll able to complete. So then that to another dream of going to taking a family to US and also having a cruise ship. Those dream got fulfilled. So another thanks to our MMC, where we could introduce to another friend, Captain Sureshji. So he sent an application to apply for a PhD. My dream was to was want to have a Dr. Subramanyam before my name, because whenever because we also conduct a lot of training programs. So every time they address me as a Dr. Subramanyam. So, but I afterwards I used to tell them, no, no, I'm only Subramaniam, I'm not a Dr. Subramaniam. So that my one of the problems for doing a PhD was, so my PG course in energy management was not recognized by AICTE. So it is not recognized, so I cannot not equivalent to MTech. So I want to do direct PA with BTech. It's not possible. Many times they said, no, no, first complete MTech, then only go register for PhD. So one or two times again, for correspondence, I applied for the Osmania University, not JNTU, but that course was cancelled. So then, so I was thinking of even going for a correspondence course of some PG course. So I registered, I paid some 55,000 rupees also as a fee. Later, they got the opportunity to apply for honorary PhD. So honorary PhD in 2001. So this is so that also dream of having a PhD and a doctorate also completed. So again, thanks to MMC. And so next, my professional goal was, because I'm almost now close to 60 now. My age is almost, in fact, if you see officially, I'm a senior citizen. Officially, I'm a senior citizen because my date of birth entered as 1962, whereas my father I put 1 year extra in the register. So my after retirement, so as a financial freedom, so want to set up some either manufacturing unit or the warehouse. So warehouse, I'm thinking, because it is not much do day-to-day work, just only construct and give in on rent. Maybe you can give in on rent. So this is maybe the future, my dream of going for a warehouse. And of course, the spiritual goal wants to be meditation, whatever that is also daily we are practicing through our MMC. And my goal was to educate or train, because whatever knowledge gained all through years, almost now, almost 32 years of professional um, experience, maybe want to share in the form of book, and also in the form of training. Want to do people train whether free of cost to, because now there are a lot of importance being given for energy efficiency. We, so that's why my goal was to educate and train around 10,000 people. So that is the goal. And also in the COVID, so a lot of, there is so much of a problem during COVID. So why my personal breakthrough was in the sense, we could able to perform my daughter's marriage in the peak of COVID. So a lot of restrictions, and there are some restrictions of allowing only hardly 50 people. So 50 people was the but the around in my daughter's marriage almost 400 people came in first. In fact, it's a violation. So even then, we could able to manage and perform her marriage during COVID period. So these are some of the and breakthroughs, and also some breakdowns. Breakdowns in the sense, so that we struggled in the sense, we struggled hard being starting a startup company in the beginning, and also now also, because energy audit whatever we are doing, so a lot of competition. So a lot of competition. Another thing is we could not able to increase my turnover beyond 2 crores. Beyond 2 crores. So initially start with 8 lakhs, later on up to 1.5. Average coming to around 1.5 crore. So to take it next level, So it is now we are, though we have 22 people, we are struggling to even pay for these salaries for, because every month we have to think of how we can able to where to get money, because there is no manufacturing. So we are not, one way it is good because no manufacturing, so no day-to-day expenses in the sense for the working capital, only for salary and travel only we have to spend. But it is a competition has increased. Competition, many people, it's easy to become a consultant. Easy to become a consultant. Just you have a laptop, sit anywhere, and you can able to offer your services. So that is that's why now we are facing a lot of problem. And with the the support of MMC and Wealth Mastery, and we were thanks, and we are entering into the 2.0, so of Miracle Morning, and thank you all my people who are the well-wishers in the MMC, and once again thank you for giving this opportunity to share my personal experience, personal journey through all of you. Thank you, friends.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your journey. I must say you are the man of being an energy auditor. You are the man of energy and full of enthusiasm. Throughout your journey, what you have, what I got out of your journey is, if you are committed, if you are dedicated, and you are giving continuous efforts, if you are unstoppable, then nobody can stop you achieving all your successes. So that's really inspiring. And I must say, the one thing what we can learn from Dr. Subramanyam sir is keep taking actions, be unstoppable, right? So that is my takeaway. Now I request all other members to share their learnings, or if you want to ask something to Dr. Subramanyam, most welcome. Yes, friends.
Good morning, Dr. Saab, and very inspiring journey you really had in your last 58 or 59 years. And I would say कि इतनी डिटेल में भी जर्नी हो सकती है इस रियली आपका ये देखने के बाद पता चला कि यस, कोई भी जर्नी होती है वो ऐसा नहीं है कि एक स्टेशन से शुरू हुआ दूसरे पे खत्म हो गया. देयर आर सो मैनी थिंग्स इन बिटवीन, और यू हैव रियली टेकन इट सो ब्यूटीफुली. एंड बट एक ही चीज जो बहुत ही ज्यादा इंस्पायरिंग थी, वो ये था कि यू वर नॉट सिटिंग एट वन प्लेस. यू केप्ट ऑन मूविंग. और ऐसा नहीं है कि जैसे आपने बताया इनिशियल डेज वर वेरी हार्ड, चाइल्डहुड वाज नॉट दैट comfort thing, and schooling was also not very बहुत ज्यादा नहीं रहा. बट द थिंग इज कि यू डिडंट सिट एट वन प्लेस. आपने एक ज्वाइन किया, you saw कि there is not much progress, you were having that courage to face the challenges, and you left it, move forward. Second place, you were not satisfied, you saw कि not much growth is there, so you left it and move forward. तो ये जो करेज होता है ना सर, ये बहुत कम लोगों में होता है. वरना तो क्या होता है इन आवर जनरेशन पीपल, ओ एक जगह जॉब मिल गया तो विल जस्ट सिट कंफर्टेबली. नहीं नहीं, ठीक है, हमारा अभी जो रिक्वायरमेंट है दैट इज सेटिस्फाइड, सो लेट मी कंटिन्यू हियर. तो आपकी जर्नी से जो सबसे ज्यादा सीखने वाली बात ये है कि नेवर बी कंटेंटेड एट वन प्लेस. कीप ऑन मूविंग. कंप्लेसेंसी जहां आ जाएगी वहां कोई भी मूवमेंट नहीं होगा. बट यू रियली फेस्ड इट. एंड एनर्जी के इतने सारे भी एस्पेक्ट हो सकते हैं. वन कैन रियली लर्न फ्रॉम यू. मतलब आपकी जो जर्नी रही है, इट इज ए कंप्लीट, आई वुड से कि इंस्टीट्यूशन कैसे मूव करते हैं नीचे से ऊपर तक. और कुछ कह नहीं सकते सर. दिस इज रियली मार्वलस. यू हैव डन इट सो ब्यूटीफुली इन योर लाइफ. एंड रियली I would say again, because I believe in everything ki God is there to take care of each and everything. Only thing ki you have to show your action. So you you have shown your action and you are blessed कि आपको सब कुछ मिला, whatever you dream. और I wish कि जो आगे का आपका ड्रीम है, whatever you are having now, that will also be fulfilled. और these are my words. Yes, very nice.
Many people are, in fact, taking my lead. Many people have started companies. मेरा journey देख के many people
Yes.
start now become competitors to me. Competitors.
Okay.
Even some of my employees, because who
Yeah.
are there, so they are in very good jobs now. Very good jobs in energy का field में. They
Yes.
also pass the exam, and there's giant companies like again FICCI, CII, उसी बड़ा company like the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, उसा company में join किया है. So sometimes it gives a good feeling that my ex-employees are in good position. प्रसन्ना जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते थे? So I'm close to Prasanna ji because I have started with career with fertilizer. उनका भी जो fertilizer Paradeep phosphates, वहाँ भी used to prepare make DAP सब यूरिया सब बनाते थे fertilizer में, fertilizer of India. And of course it is a
Subramanyam sir, good morning.
good morning.
And एक चीज मैं बोलता हूँ सर, in this universe nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens accidentally. Everything is designed, and your journey has been also designed by a superpower, and the superpower has got a super blessing on you. So I think we should actually express gratitude to the superpower and that super energy who has given you so super energy that your entire life has been energetic. And this is really a blessing of God, that you have traveled so much, and your journey is not up to this place, but there is miles to go.
Yeah, thank you. Because now my problem is I used to travel 10 to 15 days every month. 10 to 15 days every month. अभी आपका after retire I want to take one retirement and keep say idle वो होगा नहीं. That is the biggest problem to keep sitting in a single place. So that is we have to think how we can able to manage.
रिटायरमेंट डजंट मीन कि आप एक जगह बैठेंगे सर. यू मूव करते रहिए हमेशा, बिकॉज आपकी जरूरत है. इतनी ज्यादा जो नॉलेज है, जो एक्सपीरियंस आपने गेन किया है, वो एक जगह बैठने के लिए नहीं है. कीप ऑन मूविंग. यस.
So thank you, friends.
हाँ सुब्रमण्यम जी,
बोलिए.
जो आदमी अंग्रेजी नहीं बोल पा रहा था, इतना इंटरव्यू में फेल हो रहा था.
Because one of the main reason why is because even because I gave ONGC interview, I need a corporation, but I could not clear it.
बट ये बड़ा वैसा सिर्फ इंग्लिश ना जानने की वजह से, या बिकॉज रीजनल लेवल पे भी सभी कंपनीज काम करती हैं, तो इतना ज्यादा इंग्लिश को वो लोग इम्पोर्टेंस देते हैं कि
Well, because
No.
English,
I think Hindi and English both were poor. No?
Hindi में because
Hindi
though we studied Hindi, but fluid नहीं था, only understand Hindi, but could not able to speak. That is initial.
Gujarati better learned.
But Sindri gave a very good experience. दो साल में is because being a Hindi belt, तो पूरा हिंदी फोर्सफुली सीखना पड़ा.
बट यू आर मच बेटर प्लेस नाउ. अगर आप जॉब ज्वाइन कर लेते तो वो डिफरेंट ही होता, और आई वुड से कि उससे कहीं ज्यादा बेटर पोजीशन आपने हासिल किया है. यस, तो दे शुड नॉट बी लाइक कि आपने किसी भी वजह से नई अपॉर्चुनिटीज को अवेल कर पाया उस टाइम पर. यू गॉट, वो है एक दरवाजा बंद होता है तो बहुत सारे डोर, द गॉड इज देयर टू मतलब ओपन सो मेनी डोर्स. सो यू हैव प्रूव्ड इट. यस.
और भी एक बात है कि सपोज वी आर थिंकिंग टू गेट समथिंग, और अगर हम in spite of our prayer and so many efforts, if you don't get it, that means that thing is not meant for us. Something better is meant for us. तो लोगों का विश्वास नहीं रहता है, बोलते हैं मैं इतना कोशिश किया, बट दे डोंट थिंक दैट समथिंग बेटर इज वेटिंग फॉर यू. तो मैं वही बोल रहा था कि एक इंसान जो हिंदी नहीं बोल पा रहा था, अंग्रेजी नहीं बोल पा रहा था, इतने सारे इंटरव्यू में फेल हुआ, वहां से शायद इस रूम में जितने भी है, शायद मिरेकल मॉर्निंग ग्रुप में जितने जन है 100 या 150, सबसे ज्यादा फॉरेन टूर शायद सुब्रमण्यम सर ने किया.
Yes.
So this is the shift, this is the big leap from मतलब एक छोटे से गांव से एक लड़का आके इनिशियली फेल्योर का सामना करके अब इस मुकाम पे पहुंचा है. So Subramanyam sir from the very beginning he has become वो मेरा इंस्पिरेशन रहे हैं. I always admire him. सब हमेशा मैं उनका ही उदाहरण देता हूँ लोगों को. और अभी धीरे धीरे कामना मैडम को भी दे रहा हूँ. कामना मैडम वो इसलिए दे रहा हूँ, नेक्स्ट तो आपका है, वो इसलिए दे रहा हूँ कि यू वेर ए टोटल नॉन बिलीवर. आप जब पहले मिरेकल मॉर्निंग में आए थे, यू वेर कंप्लीटली नॉन बिलीवर. ये क्या है, ऐसे बोलने से कोई थोड़ी हो जाता है. आई रिमेम्बर यू हैड टोल्ड कि मेरा दिमाग तो ये बोल रहा है और आप ऐसे बोलने से क्या हो जाएगा. एंड फ्रॉम दैट टू दिस स्टेज, ये एक तो बहुत बड़ा शिफ्ट, और ये शिफ्ट बहुत मुश्किल होता है लोगों को, ये होना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. ये जो शिफ्ट हुआ है, जैसे मेरे लाइफ में हुआ था जब मैं मेरा माय फर्स्ट डॉटर व्हेन शी टुक बर्थ.
कम करो.
हेलो. तो उस वक्त टिल दैट पीरियड आई वाज अ कंप्लीटली नॉन बिलीवर. आई वाज कंप्लीटली एथेइस्ट. गॉड ये सब को मैं मानता ही नहीं था. जब माय डॉटर गॉट टू बर्थ, मैं अपना स्टोरी में वो बताऊंगा बाद में, लेकिन ये है कि शिफ्ट होता है. और किस किस तरह से शिफ्ट होता है लोगों का, वही एक तो बहुत बड़ा स्टोरी बन जाता है। तो थैंक यू सुब्रमण्यम सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच आपका इतना इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी के लिए। आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी विल टेक इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम दिस।
यस यस। सो नेहल भाई, कमलेश जी, अंजू मैम, और आपको कुछ बोलना है?
सर थैंक यू वेरी मच सर सुब्रमण्यम, जो आपका लाइफ जर्नी रहा और अभी भी बहुत कुछ बाकी है। अ, जो आपने फ्यूचर का गोल जो बनाया है वो भी बिल्कुल इस मिरेकल मॉर्निंग से वेरी पॉसिबिलिटीज हो जाएगी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। सर
राइट,
थैंक यू कमलेश जी।
Hello, Subramanyam sir.
टेल मी विजय प्रकाश जी।
Dr. Subramanyam, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
so
we
it
want
is,
to
has done. It is very, what you call, a wonderful journey and inspiring to everybody. And whoever takes back from the change, shifting from state government to from to private sector, it is a example we have to learn from you. And when we are in government, we will be there only. But after being entrepreneur, we can learn something from you, not something, many things. So it is very inspiring for nowadays youth also. It is very inspiring story, sir. And congratulations. And your future journey also should be very fine and good. That's what I wish. And yeah, I wish our goals should be completed within short time.
Thank you, and we wish we'll all grow together.
You are the inspirer for our MMC club.
thank you, Dr. Vijay Prakash sir. So friends, I always say, I think Nehal bhai is not there. Anju ma'am, अगर कुछ बोलना है तो. So friends, I always say कि life is not just about the success, achievements. It's all about the breakdowns and the lackness बोल सकते हैं. You know, ये जब हमारे लाइफ में होती है और उनको जब हम पावरफुली डील करते हैं, हम और ज्यादा पावरफुल हो जाते हैं लाइफ में आने वाले अदर चैलेंजेस को फेस करने के लिए. तो अगर सुब्रमण्यम सर की भी जर्नी को देखें बचपन से, कहाँ वो सब्जी बेचना और दूध सप्लाई करना और पेपर सप्लाई करना, न्यूज़पेपर से जर्नी जो स्टार्ट हुई थी, बेयरफुट स्कूल जाना जस्ट इसलिए कि चप्पल खो जाते थे, बच्चे तो ऐसे करते ही हैं, एंड ऑल दोज थिंग. वहां से जर्नी स्टार्ट होके देन अपना स्कूलिंग कॉलेज सक्सेसफुली, दैट टू टॉप रैंक लाना एवरी टाइम स्कूलिंग में एंड ऑल. देन उसके बाद अगर देखें तो जब जॉब में आ जाने के बाद, स्पेशली गवर्नमेंट जॉब में, दैट टू इन सच्चे बड़े पोजीशन में होने के बाद, एक इंसान, जो कामना मैम ने भी बोला, एक वो कंफर्ट जोन में चले जाते हैं. उसके बाद ये सोचना कि नहीं प्राइवेट में जाते हैं, जो इनके साथ भी हुआ. और डेफिनेटली दैट वाज ए बिग चैलेंज, बिग शिफ्ट उनके लाइफ में हुआ था, जहाँ पे उनको चैलेंजेस फेस करने पड़े थे, वो कंफर्टेबल नहीं हो पाए थे. बट देन उस स्थिति में भी लोगों के दिमाग में पहला चीज क्या आएगा कि यार वापस कहीं गवर्नमेंट जॉब में चले जाते हैं, एज तो हमारे पास है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, ट्राई करेंगे, हो ही जाएगा. बट उन्होंने ये नहीं सोच के ये सोचा कि अपना कुछ करते हैं, इंस्पाइट ऑफ चाहे वाइफ के एंड से हो या फिर फादर इन लॉ, मदर इन लॉ, एंड फादर मदर, हर किसी के उसमें अगेंस्ट में भी जाके इन्होंने अपना जर्नी को स्टार्ट किया. एंड विथ इनिशियल फेल्यूर बोल सकते हैं, या जो डिजायर्ड सक्सेस था वो नहीं मिलते हुए भी ही वाज कंटिन्यूइंग एंड कंसिस्टेंट एफर्ट देते रहे. एंड रिजल्ट हमने देखा कि किस तरीके से वो एक दो नहीं, मतलब कई सारे क्रेडेंशियल्स उनके साथ ऐड होते गए, और नेशनल ही नहीं इंटरनेशनल लेवल तक गए, जहाँ पे आई थिंक 16 और 17 कंट्रीज, दैट टू मल्टीपल टाइम्स वो विजिट किए. So that itself is saying a lot about him, and the kind of goals he had set for himself, and he has achieved till now. That is his version 1, I must say. अभी तक तो आपने जस्ट ये फर्स्ट पार्ट है अभी तक का, और नई जर्नी अभी 60th के बाद से जो स्टार्ट होने वाली है, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी द वर्जन 2, एंड मिरेकल मॉर्निंग 2.0 के थ्रू से ही बोल सकते हैं, जैसे हम अपने आप को लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने अपने आप को लॉन्च किया है, उन्होंने अपने गोल्स सेट किए हैं। सो उन सभी गोल्स के लिए मेरे तरफ से, हम सब के तरफ से, सुब्रमण्यम सर, आपको बहुत सारी बेस्ट विशेस कि आप सभी अपने गोल्स को अचीव करें। And with that, friends, we'll end the session today here. It's really a great journey and great story what we got to know. And yes, many more successes are waiting for you, Subramanyam sir, and for all of us, friends.
See you
So
all the
thank you. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir.